Well, it looks like we're in for a pretty wet pattern over the next couple of days. I'm Storm Track 12 meteorologist Les Still here with your Tuesday morning web quickcast, and you'll see what we're going to be dealing with as we go on through the next week. Practically a very persistent weather pattern is in store for us here across not only just eastern Carolina, but the eastern United States. But here in eastern Carolina, heavy tropical downpours and maybe even some damaging wind gusts. Those are going to be the main threats from this system. Warm and muggy, though, still running slightly below normal as far as temperatures because of the cloud cover, but overnight lows are going to stay up, so we'll keep the averages above normal for a day, and very muggy, very tropical as far as the dew points are concerned. They are in the 70s and are going to stay there as we go through the next several days. Tracking the tropics, we are watching Ernesto and Florence. Yes, Florence, we'll talk about that in a minute, not completely dead, and it's something I am going to continue to track, but neither of those are a threat to us here in the United States anytime soon. We'll continue to keep our Storm Track 12 threat tracker in the medium category as we go on through the next several days here. Again, the heavy downpours and possibly damaging wind gusts are going to be the main threats from this. Would not be surprised, though, if any given spot picks up 2, 3, maybe 4 inches of rainfall between now and the weekend. Again, the heavy downpours are going to be the main threats that potentially could have some minor ponding on roadways and poor drainage flooding problems across eastern Carolina here. Now, we have seen some peaks of sunshine. Take a look at the time lapse this morning coming out of Oriental, and then you'll see some clouds roll through, some spotty showers, rain for 10 or 15 minutes, and then the showers kind of move on, and the sun tries to come back out for us here in the east. Here's your Storm Track 12 forecast as we go on through the day today. Warm, humid, scattered showers and thunderstorms are going to be about. We'll see temperatures because of the cloud cover only holding into the low to mid 80s, even at the beaches where we had some peaks of sunshine this morning. We're only talking about mid 80s for highs today. Warm and muggy, some scattered showers across the area as we head overnight tonight, and then through the day tomorrow. Pretty much the same thing. Scattered showers, especially east of Highway 17 tomorrow afternoon. Temperatures at the beaches remaining in the low 80s. Because of the cloud cover that we're going to be experiencing for tomorrow. Lots of dry air in across the Ohio Valley, but a stalled front basically right along the spine of the Appalachians is separating the dry, cooler air mass across the Ohio Valley from the moist tropical air mass that we've got in place here across eastern Carolina. And here's part of the reason why. It has to do with the way the jet stream is configured. Notice one upper level ridge sitting out here across the Rockies and Central Plains, the other one out in the western Atlantic, but notice this weakness kind of in between here. And what that serves is for a conduit or area, if you will, as these pockets of cold air rotate around the mean upper level trough over the Great Lakes and northern mid-Atlantic states to kind of keep things unstable for us here in the east. You'll notice one kind of rotates on through. The second one digs back in as we go through Thursday. Another one sitting back here set to come in for the weekend. So we keep the trough in the east, keep the upper level ridges split. So it's going to keep it moist because you'll notice our flow in the upper atmosphere coming out of the west-southwest, out of the Gulf of Mexico. And as these pockets of cold air rotate on through, that's going to induce the showers and thunderstorms. The one coming on Saturday, which would be this piece right here, does have me a little concerned because it is going to be digging a little bit deeper than the rest of them into the trough. And as a result, could potentially touch off some severe weather for us here in eastern Carolina. But you'll notice even all the way through this week into the weekend, we keep the ridges split in the troughs here in the east. So here's how things fan out as far as future track is concerned. Spotty showers and thunderstorms. Again, not all day rain, but rounds of showers and storms throughout the day, any of which could have some heavy downpours associated with them. The action kind of shifts towards the coast, east of Highway 17 overnight tonight. The next batch surges in here for the day tomorrow. Again, anyone could have a brief heavy downpour associated with it. Some drier air does slide in here Thursday between the systems, but still maybe a scattered storm or two possible east of Highway 17. Now, as far as the tropics are concerned, we are watching two areas. Yeah, this right here, this is the remnants of Florence that has kind of surged back a little bit here now. Not saying it's going to make a complete comeback. However, it is one of these things we're going to track because the window does open for this thing to potentially make its way towards the southeast coast of the United States, maybe sitting between Bermuda and Georgia or the Carolinas here come this weekend. So that's something we're going to watch. Another wave coming off of the African continent right now. And then the big boy in the Atlantic is Ernesto, has fought off with a little bit of the dry air that it ingested yesterday and as a result, potentially could strengthen. This thing may be a Category 1 storm when it does make landfall around Cancun, Cozumel, and Belize along the Yucatan Peninsula later tonight going into tomorrow. Stats as of 8 o'clock this morning, winds now up to 66 miles an hour, moving to the west-northwest at about 11. If you're tracking along at home, it's at 17.8 north, 84.4 west. And you can see the official forecast track on this. Going to do something a little interesting here. Again, may regain or strengthen up to Category 1 status as it makes its way through the peninsula, gets into the Bay of Campeche before it has a secondary landfall late Thursday night going into Friday around Veracruz, Mexico. Now watch this. It potentially could go across Mexico, again, in a much weakened state, but the remnant low could emerge back out into the Pacific Ocean where potentially it could redevelop. So that's something we'll continue to watch for you. So a lot going on as far as our forecast is concerned, not only in the tropics, but even here in eastern Carolina. But for us, it's the heavy downpours that we are going to be watching today, tomorrow. Again, a bit of a break in here on Thursday before the next trough redigs as we head into late Friday and especially Saturday. This is the day that I'm kind of concerned about. The potential is there for possibly some severe weather, more so than just the tropical downpours. We could be talking about more sustained wind damage around, and then we'll still continue with this pattern even as we head into next week. Have yourself a good Tuesday. Keep checking back here with us. I'm Storm Track 12 meteorologist Les Still.